So, coaching. I fell into coaching. I did a CPD session one evening, promoted through work, which led to a conversation with Alec. And as they say, the rest is history. When it became an option, I realised what it could do for me. To be honest, I'd never really considered it, that there was coaching for things that I'd like to be better at. I was aware of coaching in terms of work, in terms of coaching others, coaching members of my team, but I never really thought about coaching on an individual and a personal level, something that everyone can do. I realised that it could help me in things that I want to be better at, essentially getting me to face my fears. And sometimes that's actually the harder part, putting yourself out there to improve at things that no one is necessarily telling you you need to, that you're bad at, that you could be better at, but wanting to be better for yourself, your own standards, your own expectations. And I won't pretend that it's easy, but that's the whole point of it. So far, I've completed 3 sessions of coaching, and even after the first one, I felt better, just from knowing there was possibility. And that surprised me. I didn't expect to notice or feel a difference so quickly. And as soon as I had committed to the course, I knew I had to try, do my homework, literally, and push myself forwards, because otherwise, what's the point? One of my main focuses has been public speaking and trying to escape the fear of it. Within a week of starting coaching, I was making an announcement on exam days in one form or another. So sometimes it would just be a couple of sentences to a group of 40 kids outside the exam room. Another day, it might be a reminder to 90 to 100 students at the front of the exam hall on behaviour expectations. And the doing it is never as bad as the fear of doing it, the waiting, the anticipation, the thinking about it. And every time I do it, I remember this, and then that just serves to remind me that to overcome the fear, practice is the solution. It's also made me read more, so on focuses, whatever they may be. It's made me want to know more, be more curious, think about knowledge being power, I suppose, and thinking, well, I could be better at that if I learned a bit more about it. It's also stirred up a lot of emotions, felt a bit like therapy at times, to be honest. Coaching makes you think a lot, reflect, figure out why you struggle with the things that you do. But I've also realised that once you figure out the reasons behind things, it becomes easier to deal with, to work on changing those behaviours, because essentially that's what you need to do. Coaching has made me realise that the biggest thing is confidence, but also perception. And that's a massive confidence booster. It's made everything seem possible. Tools like daily affirmations, talking to myself more than normal, have really helped. And again, it's a case of forming new habits, sticking to them. And when I'm tempted to give something amiss, thinking about the impact that would have on me, on the situation, on other people on my team. Also just speaking to others, realising that I may perceive others to be very confident, have no issue with public speaking, for example. But then I look at them and I think, well, they've come across as really confident, not at all self-conscious, but they've told me that they don't feel like that. So then if that's the case, perhaps I don't come across as I think I do. And that in itself is a confidence booster. Even when I find some of the tasks or the coaching, the thoughts that coaching provokes difficult or uncomfortable, which I do, especially at the beginning, I also find it empowering. I find the challenging nature of it quite motivating, because personally I do like to be challenged. I don't expect or want to find everything easy, and I find that coaching constantly does that for me. As an individual, I want to learn, I want to be better, I want to be the best version that I can be of myself. The other thing with coaching is that it doesn't just help you at work or solely for its initial purpose. My objectives for coaching are work related, to improve in specific areas, or rather give me the tools to be better in areas I find more challenging. However, the principles can be applied to different areas in life. So I'm realising that whilst one of my main focuses was public speaking, by improving in that area, my confidence in general will improve. And it is day by day, and it's not massive, it's not massively noticeable, but it's gradual, it's baby steps, and I can feel it. And so that in turn, I know over time will benefit me in social situations, because I'll be more confident, I'll be more assertive, I'll be happy and just naturally speak more in larger group situations. And that in itself makes it really fulfilling and worthwhile, knowing that something that I essentially set out to do for work is affecting me in so many different areas of my life, knowing it has the potential to make such a huge positive difference. Thank you.